What is up, everybody? Time for some Nin Dr. Feelgood. We're going to go to the doctor and say, hey, Dr. Nin. Nin? Is Nin for short? Can we call you Nin for short? She's going to say sure. We say, hey, we don't feel so good. You got anything for us? How about some epic experiment? Opening hand. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, we're going to keep, we got the Is It Boiler Works. We got a couple tap lands, but we can make it work. Who are we playing against? Oh. Hey. We got a little Is It duel. Is It duel, wizard duel over here? I like that. We're going to keep. Okay. So let's go. Let's get down the mainland and then pass the turn. So we're playing against Mizzix. Mizzix is amazing. Yeah, I like this match. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost equal to the number of experience counters you have, they cost one less for each experience counter you have. So we're playing Nin. So Nin's in here just to give us a hot shot of cards. We're going to use her ability to deal damage to herself or any type of creature token that we get into, and draw a bunch of cards. Sulphur Falls. Yeah, I'm going to get down. Well, let's go. Let's tap for blue. We can personal tutor. Then we can get down the Boiler Works. Then we can take down. We can cast Curious next turn. Yeah, let's cast. Let's get down the Is It Boiler Works. Bounce the mainland back to our hand. Let's go for personal tutor. Off the blue mana that's floating. That was weird. I don't know what just happened right there. Okay, so that was really strange. Let's go for a. I did say anything goes in the comments, so let me go for Stitch in Time. Howling Horde. Or do we? No, I like having Epic Experiment pretty early. I like knowing that we've got it good to go. Now, if we get into some fast mana, we can we can write a replicate on Curious. Get a bunch of. Oh yeah, I like that. That sounds pretty good to me. So right now, let's go for a. I really want Curious to resolve, so let's go for a Nin right now. See if that resolves. Get that down. Alright. Also, on a side note, guys, any prescriptions given to you by Nin, Dr. Feelgood, can be redeemed at MTGOTraders.com. That's where you get all of your epic experiments filled if you're not feeling so hot. But let's get down that Sulphur Falls. But yeah, they've got a nice little prescription over there. They have even like a little milkshake bar, too. Reality Shift. Exile target creature and then manifest. Okay. Let's get a 2-2. What is this bad boy? Oh, it's a soul. I'd much rather have a soul ring instead of a 2-2. Okay, so next turn we can still get down, probably get down Boseiju since we're like squaring up against a blue mage over here, and get down Curious. But we got some fun stuff though. We at least got Howl of Horde into Epic Experiment. You know, we need to get into a little bit more mana. I'd like to have a Soul Ring. But as far as my particular build of Nin, you know, this is It Feel Good? I mean, Is It Good stuff right here. Rite of Replication, Epic Experiment. Enter the Infinite. We have Mizzix Mastery to overload our graveyard. So there's a lot of fun, just enough to make an Is It shed a tear. And then as far as Nin the Paint Artist, we're looking to get Nin out and cash her in for about 5 cards. That's about the threshold for using Nin, but we can also hit the Manifest token. Okay, so let's swing in with the Manifest token. Coming in hot for 2. And let's go. Let's get down Curious. When they printed him, I was so happy to get him in this deck. And let's get down. So if we get down 1, 2, 3. If we get down Boseiju, next turn we can Rite of Replicate on the Curious guy, because I want to build up some mana. Actually, let's get down the... Yeah, we'll go down. We're okay on color mana, so I'll get down Boseiju. And we can figure out what we want to. Because if we get into, like, if we get the Monolith down, we're looking at 9 mana to Rite of Replicate on the Curious guy. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll be one away from Rite of Replicating on the Curious homunculus. Okay, so he does get his commander down. You get into some Spell Twine action. We can, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get down, yeah, because we can Spell Twine that time stretch in the graveyard. And that sounds pretty good to me. So let's get down the Manland. And I'm trying to figure out if we want to get down Nin or we want to get down the Monolith. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana. Nin's going to cost 4. Yeah, that's right. Actually, I think we're okay without getting Nin down. You know, we want her to get some card draw, but you know, if they blast Nin, then yeah, I'm just going to get the Monolith down. Let's go 1, 2, 3. And then pass the turn. Now, with that time stretch in the graveyard, so we can cast Spell Twine. So with Spell Twine, we're going to exile target, insert sorcery card from your graveyard, and then from opponent's graveyard. Copy those cards, cast them without paying their mana cost. Okay, so what I'm looking to do is, maybe he has a Mizzix Mastery or something like that. I'd like to go ahead and cast it now, actually. So let's add up how mana. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, let's go on Spell Twine. Then we can Personal Tutor. We'll do Time Stretch. I like that. We'll get to take 2 extra turns. So that way, if he's got a Force of Will or something in his hand, tap the Curious guy, double blue. And then actually, we don't have to use the Monolith at all. Oops. Hopefully he doesn't scoop. I did put in the comments, anything goes. And then we'll have a nice little epic experiment possibly next turn. Okay. We're going to take 2 extra turns. And then we're going to take 2 extra turns, and you know, let's go ahead and Personal Tutor while we're at it. Okay, so what do we want to get into? We've got some Bribery, Enter the Infinite, we've Gamble, Knowledge Exploration. I bet he's got some fun stuff in there with Knowledge Exploration. Let's go. He might scoop, but I feel like taking a bunch of extra turns. You know, if he's really on board with me, anything going, I'm going to go for Stitch in Time. I love playing Stitch in Time. And we don't really have a graveyard for a Mizzix Mastery. Yeah, I'll go for Stitch in Time. I like Stitch in Time. We're going to take 2 extra turns. And yeah, we're going to untap. This is extra turn 1. Stitch in Time. So let's go ahead and swing in. Let's see if we want an epic experiment. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. We can Rite of Replicate on the extra turn to get some Curious guys, and it has a really big. Okay, let's swing in with Manifest first. Let's do that. So coming in for 2, dropping down to 36. And we have 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Yeah, we can Howl of the Horde. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Howl of the Horde. 1, 2, 3. Tap for red. And then we did activate Raid because we attacked. Then we'll tap this to go for a Stitch in Time. Yeah, I'm digging this, man. Alright, so we're going to choose tails. One to flip so we get an extra turn. We're going to do another one. We're going to choose tails. One to flip. Choose tails. Oh, oh man, this is brutal. Our opponent's being a good sport, man. Okay, so okay, so let's write a replicate on our curious. So let's go double blue. Get an extra one, and then we'll swing in for 2 with the manifest. I don't even know how many extra turns we got. We got a ton of them. We're gonna be able to close it out with manifest triggers. I can't believe we hit on all 3 stitching times. Like, I've lost count of extra turns. Okay, our opponent's being a good sport about this, so I'm gonna keep going as long as he's good with it. Now we get a 3/4 prowess body. Yes. Hopefully he's not scooping. This has been pretty fun. You know, I usually like to let Storm players play it out. Maybe we push the boundaries a little bit with a Howl the Horde and Stitch in Time, but I love doing Stitch in Time, man. It's just a fun extra turn card. Okay, as far as this turn goes, I can't remember what extra turn we are, but we can untap the monolith, and then our spells are going to cost 2 less from both of them out there. And I don't know. There we go. Whew, okay, good. I was worried our opponent was just going to go away from computer. Okay, so let's go. Let's swing in for 3. We'll swing in for 6. Oops, I didn't mean to swing in with the other guy. Oops. Got a little trigger happy on that one. We'll get down Gilded Lotus, get down Is It Signet, and then we'll go for an epic experiment. Get down Gilded Lotus, 1, 2, 3. And we could have done that main phase. We're going to add 3, untap, there we go. Okay. Temple of Epiphany. Okay, so we can scry right now. See what we get into. And then we can set up a really big epic experiment. Twin cast. Yeah, I want that on top. So let's go ahead and epic experiment. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. This is going to be good. So blue, red. We're going to add 1 with the right there. 4, add 3. Add Tilden from the Gilded Lotus. Let's add triple blue. Alright, so we can even get into some Enter the Infinite action. Alright, so we've got Epic Experiment for 11. Let's see what we get into. Fortune's Favor, Geist Blast, Twin Cast, Mizzix Mastery, and Preordained. Oh, man. Okay, so let's go. That's a little, not that great, but we'll go Fortune's Favor. We'll cast that. That's our opponent. We're going to Geist Blast his commander. We're going to... Oh, our opponent scoops. We got into some fun stitching time. So even though this is not a complete game, I'll probably just go ahead and post this video in addition to another thing, because getting a really good and in the Paint Artist deck's a little hard sometimes, and because opponents usually do scoops. So we had Fortune's Favor. We're going to copy it with a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, I'll probably go ahead and post it, because we did get to exile his his time stretch and hit 3 extra turns on stitching time. So yeah, even though it's not a complete game, I'll go ahead and post it. So alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks guys.